Shopify Rebellion press conference. We have a pre-submitted questions here. The first one is from Zne from Sportskita for Mel. First of all, it is great to see you back on stage. How does it feel to start off with such a strong and dominating win at this championship event?
I'll look at this camera, but it feels pretty good. It feels really nice. I feel way more excited to be on stage than I was last year. I think last year was more anxiety, but a word to define how we feel and how I feel would be way more excited. And I feel like we were very natural on stage today.
Okay. The next one also from Zne from Sportskita for Fluorescent. You are one of the most highly anticipated players for this championship and delivered big time with today's series. What team or player are you excited to face off against in this event?
Maybe someone on Team Liquid. Maybe Bastarda or Daiki.
Next one also for Fluorescent from Ganesh from Strafe. Congratulations on the amazing land debut and the win. How was the experience playing on stage in front of a very passionate Brazilian crowd? Sorry. Yeah.
It was nice, but I was a little nervous. But I think I got used to it after the first half of Haven.
The second question: you are also playing alongside Mel and Alexis for Legends of Game Changers scene, and have a lot of expectations right on their shoulders. As a teammate, those expectations also extend to you. Did you have any pressure on yourself for performing well and the expectations everyone has from your squad?
Honestly, I think me and Mel, our main goal is just to keep everyone super zen and make sure they're not super nervous. We have the experience of playing on stage, so just making sure everyone's chill and not freaking out. That's what we've been doing.
+1.
Now this question for whoever wants to answer from Julia Catarina from Pichau Arena. Did you really expect such a dominant victory, and how has this achievement affected the team's confidence for the challenge ahead?
Honestly, we didn't know really to expect. We knew they had a sub coming in and they were one of the weaker teams here. But it's really hard looking at other regions because, I mean, you just don't know the stylistic difference and stuff. So we didn't really know what to expect, but I think it went well.
Now for questions from the room.
Hi, I'm Silks Regueiras from Game Arena. My question is to Fluorescent. Here in Brazil, your name carries some kind of fear because how good you are. Do you like to be feared or do you prefer to be something else?
I like to be feared because it's nice. And people are, when they're scared to play against you, they play a lot different. It's nice.
Hey guys, congratulations. I'm Raquel from Mais Sports. My question goes to anyone who want to answer. What did you felt about the Brazilian crowd for you guys here, like cheering for you?
They were pretty loud. I was not expecting that many Shopify fans in the crowd. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, they were really loud. They were really energetic, and it was awesome.
Now we have a couple questions from Zoom. First with Brandon from Esports GG.
Thank you. Congratulations on the win. I'm asked this to Coach Effie's. With the transition from version 1 to Shopify, was there any disruption in facilities, in organizational support or anything like that that kind of shook things up in terms of preparation before coming into this event?
The transition was super smooth. It was seamless. Everything that was agreed on with V1 got honored by SR. So we had a really nice boot camp here. Actually, the boot camp helped a ton, in my opinion. We were here before, so we had time to practice, get used to the food, sleep schedule, everything. No, so honestly, it was a very, very smooth transition from all of us, and we're quite happy of where we landed.
Next we have Pedro Romero from Blix.
Well, likewise, congrats on the win. This question goes out to anyone. We've seen you guys play Sunset, second map of the series. I'm kind of curious on how you view Sunset as a map. Where does it fall in within the map pool, and how is that going to affect the competition as it continues along?
I think Sunset's actually a pretty fun map to play. it's not super one-dimensional. There's a lot of comp variety as well, so it requires the IGLs to kind of understand what is good about this comp and what is bad about this other comp, and how to take advantage of those weaknesses. But overall, I think it's a really good map in the pool, and probably one of my favorite. And I think it's good that we played very well on it today, so might have a veto advantage in the next games.
Hello. You can make your second question, Pedro.
Yes, got a question for Noya and Sarah. I mean, of course, I can believe that you guys have played in other lands before this go around, but to step foot into this land that at a higher level and an international level at that, how has that affected your playstyle at all? Did you feel any nerves or anything like that? And also, Florison can answer this question as well.
Honestly, going into it, I really wasn't that nervous. I expected to be a lot more nervous, but more than anything, I just had a lot of fun. It was just really, really fun playing on stage. So it was just a good time. Yeah, I agree. I wasn't nervous at all. I had Mel and Alexis that I've played before, and we just had fun together.
Yeah, not that nervous.
We have our last question from Sergio Fiorini at Correspondente Esportivo for Mel. On the first map while defending, you had an advantage in bombs. What worked so well for the superiority to be repeated so many times?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Sure. On the first map while defending, you had an advantage in the bomb sites. What worked so well for the superiority to be repeated so many times?
I think we just have good protocols on defense in terms of flooding and knowing when to get off site and when to play on. So having that, and then our retakes were pretty solid that game as well. We had a good read on what they were going to do in the post plant.
Last question, actually, from the room.
My question is for Naya. On Twitter, you said that you know your nickname meaning in Brazilian Portuguese. I want to know how this happened. How do you react if it was funny, for example, and if anyone made fun of it on here in Brazil?
We actually scrimmed some Brazilians, and they were like, "Do you know what your name means to us?" And I was like, "No, not really." And then they told me, so I've thought about it like ever since. Like when I was gonna come here, everyone's gonna like, assume, but no one has been rude about it. Everyone's been kind, and everyone just thinks it's funny.
Okay, we can actually wrap this up with Pedro as the last question.
I got a question for Mel. Given that we've now seen the majority of the teams taking part in this competition, I'm kind of curious as to how you view um, the different play styles that each of the other teams have played, and what stood out to you the most, and how has that compared to how you guys have brought to the table? Though, of course, it came against EDG for the first round.
Yeah, we still need to see how the BBL crew game goes because that's the game we'll play the winner of. So we're mostly looking at that matchup. The other ones we've kind of just like seen for fun, and I think Team SMG obviously here with the 4 duelists just goes to show how they adapt on the fly, and I think that matters a lot more on land because teams are going to try and throw a wrench in for your prep and try to play different comps than what you're expecting. So I think if there's any team that stood out to me, probably was SMG. We're definitely in the crew BBL game. I'm expecting BBL, but crew can obviously like upset.
Okay, this is a wrap. Thank you so much, Shopify. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.